Bring in one of those Democrats, a Democratic member of the Oversight and Foreign Affairs Committees, Congressman Jared Moskowitz of Florida. Congressman, good to have you back with us this morning. Let me start with the foreign aid package that made its way through the Senate a couple of days ago, yesterday morning, I guess it was, by a vote of 70 to 29. Speaker Johnson has indicated that it's dead on arrival. He says because we need to secure our own border before we start giving money to other countries. As we've said a million times, like a broken record here, the Senate gave him that opportunity with the bipartisan legislation last week. But what is your message to your Republican colleagues in the House about voting for this bill on foreign aid that just came out of the Senate?
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me. Yeah, right. The Republicans said, look, we want to do Israel and Ukraine, but we're not going to secure someone else's border if we don't secure our border first. So you got to do the border. And Democrats said, OK, we'll do the border. And they were like, yeah, sure you will. And then we come up with the most conservative border bill in a generation. And then they were like, oh, crap. What are we going to do now? And then Donald Trump obviously comes in with the order to kill the bill, and that all dies. And so, look, the Senate, in a huge bipartisan number, sent over this foreign aid bill. And, you know, Speaker Johnson says he's not going to hear it. By the way, I don't know who Mike Johnson is. I mean, it's clear Donald Trump is the Speaker of the House. Some members, by the way, nominated him to be Speaker of the House. And he clearly is. He's in full control. And so, look, my message to the 100 other Republicans that serve in the House that want to make sure that, you know, we stand by our allies, and we send that message to the world, if you're an ally of the United States, so that they don't look to China and Russia for foreign assistance and for, you know, military assistance. If they can't count on the United States, I would tell those Republicans, you know, be who you've always been when it comes to supporting our military. $30 billion of this package goes to replenishing our own stockpiles in this country. But, you know, look, again, right now, this is a party of one, and Donald Trump is Speaker of the House.
Congressman, yesterday, instead of bringing up another bill that has bipartisan support, a border security bill, the House Republicans got the extra vote that they needed to vote to impeach DHS Secretary Mayorkas. The same day, Tom Suozzi picks up the special election victory for Democrats. What is all three of these things, the border security bill being blocked, the acting on impeachment instead, and Suozzi's win, how are Democrats, what lessons are they taking away from this?
Well, look, Tom ran a great campaign. He ran a campaign on the issues, told his district what he wanted to do and what he was for. The Republicans are just against everything right now. It's just total chaos. This is a historic Congress, right? We've removed a speaker, which has never happened in American history. And we just impeached a cabinet secretary by one vote, which hasn't happened in 150 years. My guess is the people in that district heard Chip Roy say that the Republicans have accomplished nothing. Representative from Texas have accomplished nothing in the 118th Congress, and they have nothing to run on. And now they're seeing the electoral results of that. I mean, let me tell you what they accomplished by impeaching Mayorkas. The only thing that's going to change is his Wikipedia page. There'll be a new line on his Wikipedia page. That's it. He's still going to be the secretary. The border issue is still not done because Republicans killed that bill to secure the border. And so they've absolutely changed nothing. I mean, look, the only reason, quite frankly, they were even able to impeach Mayorkas is because James Comer wasn't in charge of it. And this is absolutely a consolation prize because they've tried to do this to Joe Biden, but there's no evidence that they've shown the American people at all. So it's complete failure theater. And Republicans should take notice. The American people want to see you accomplish something in Congress. They just don't want to watch it like it's, the Real House Republicans of Congress. That's not what they send you here to do. They send you to help their family, to help the economy, to make sure your kids are safe in school. That's what we're here to do in Congress.
Congressman Al Sharpton, when I look at the recent statements that former President Trump made around NATO and around those that pay their dues, or he would support those, including Putin, to say, well, do what you need to do or encourage them. I think about when I was a young activist in Brooklyn, New York, people on the far left, radicals, black and white, almost run out the country and labeled and put under surveillance for that. Will the Democrats seize on the fact that this man, the representative of Make America Great Again, is openly advocating un-American things and embracing the head of Russia, embracing him, giving a leash to do whatever he wants to do. And when we had people in my youth that would embrace a Che Guevara, somebody like that, we marginalized them. We didn't make them president of the United States.
Yeah, look, the one thing about Donald Trump is he tells you exactly what he's thinking and exactly what he wants to do at all times, right? And to watch him say that on a stage, to send that chill through our allies in Europe and our allies around the world, to have a Russia first sort of policy coming out of the mouth of a former president, right on the heels of the Tucker Carlson interview, which was just, Vladimir Putin controlling the camera and Russian propaganda. No, look, the American people have to take a hard look at Donald Trump. Look, these are both older presidents, right? They broke the record when they ran the first time. They're both going to break the record the second time. But the difference is Donald Trump wants to ruin the institutions in this country. He wants to destroy democracy. He wants to change what you are used to in this country. And he wants to change how the United States is viewed around the world. I mean, the idea that he wants to get back into office and he wants to have better relationships with China and Russia, right, who are trying to destabilize the world, should send literally shivers down American spine. He talks about, Joe Biden's going to start World War II, by the way. That happened in the 40s. But Donald Trump, with what he's talking about dealing with Russia, if Russia were to start invading Europe, that would start World War III, by the way. Donald Trump is talking about that and setting the stage. You can be sure every single world leader, other than Vladimir Putin, saw that and said, there is no way America can have him back as president.